What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode with AB Investments. Guys, there are rumors right now going on that big bank runs are happening. A major wide phone shutdown in Europe going on right now to prevent people from transferring or making the bank runs basically via their phones. Something that 2008 didn't specifically had exactly on its this makes sense because of what the Feds, when Jerome Powell was talking on Wednesday, he said in January there was bank runs that were made like at a ridiculous speed. So basically, what he was saying, when you put this news with that news, you can see that their problem is not reacting or fixing the issue, because there's no fixing to this. Basically, what he's saying is that besides 2008 in this scenario, now technology is so more advanced and everybody has phones to the point where they're transferring money. The bank runs are not necessarily just people going to banks like in 2008 on foot to get their money out. That's just a few people here and there. But most people are getting their money out through obviously transferring it on their computers or on their phones or whatever. So there's major power shutouts. And these are rumors, happening in Europe, especially with the awakening of Deutsche Bank now, also suffering mightily. And there is also that I put an article on my Twitter earlier today, speaking about this article that came out about the ex-CEO of what was their name? Man, this is what fasting does to you. Your brain gets foggy. But on the bright side, I only got about 20 more minutes left, and I'll break my fast and I'll get all my energy back for the weekend, right? But Credit Suisse, yes, there you go. It came back to me now. So Credit Suisse ex-CEO in Europe was warning, and he was upset that the hierarchy is changing. Normally, the AT1 bondholders of the banks are the ones to last take any losses. Normally, it's always the people with the common shares, or always the common shares, that get wiped out completely before any of the AT1 bondholders lose any. And that have changed. Those guys all got wiped. They also got basically they got taken to the dry cleaners. So there's no such thing as AT1, and that's one thing that he's saying, that in America, so he's saying that America is doing so much better or they're going to be so much better because they're not exposing those people. As far as we know for now, they're not exposing their bondholders to major losses before their common shares individuals take, or all the common shares take any heavy losses or completely get wiped out. Because we know here what happens is what Europe looks like is taken the route of, it doesn't want necessarily the taxpayers to bail out some a-holes, but on top of that, it already knows that the people are going to revolt in that case, because they're already bailing the economy out, because these banks are who destroyed the economy and got us in this hyperinflation and crazy points. Okay, of course, COVID is the reasoning that they portray is why all this is happening, but clearly COVID has been something in the past, and even the economy shut down and blah 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 was unwarranted. AB himself have showed you guys money trails to show how major central banks were getting bailouts, and major banks were getting bailouts crazily right before any COVID cases have already happened. So why were bailouts already being rolled out before any COVID started? Again, that's the $1 trillion question. Now, they're like in Europe, they're saying that it should not be that way. It should be like how it's always been, that the AT1 bondholders all get protected, or mostly get protected, or not suffer as much losses as all the common shares or holders, but instead that didn't happen because normally in the past it would be all the, like for example, for Credit Suisse, it would have been the Saudis that would take, the National Saudi Bank that would take, you know, their shirts off right away, as the article mentioned, or I'm quoting the article here. And in this case, it's not. You know, it looks like everybody's coming up to the same game. Nobody's, you know, falling for that except the common citizen, unfortunately, who can't do anything about it anyways, and kind of in reactionary mode. So that CEO gets no sympathy from AB. He was the CEO of Credit Suisse in Europe from 2015 to 2020. If you want to see and read the article and make you feel some type of way, go on AB's Twitter. You know, it's AB Investments Twitter handle. I'll probably put the Twitter handle in the description of the video down below if you want to follow, and you can see sometimes I put up most of the news on there, or report the news on there. It's much easier. But yeah, so these rumors of the credit, like the bank runs right now, are happening over there, which means, you know, everything is reacting to the news that, hey, the feds here in the US just hiked the rates 25 points. And this is what we was talking about yesterday or a couple weeks ago, and I was telling everybody, like, hey, major shit is gonna happen next week. I'll be the first to tell you, major shit is gonna happen next week. Not a year ago telling you, oh, one day it's gonna, we've already been through that. I've already told you, and many other people have told you that, you know, it would come down to this. Many people even prevented or thought that we would never come down to this. We would never have such a catapulting market event, or a global-wide crash from the banks. Many, and specifically on YouTube, many have predicted that would not happen, yet it is happening and unfolding in front of our eyes. People, please protect yourself and your loved ones. You're hearing this news. Even, remember this, even a rumor, even if 5% of it is true, if it can affect you, you want to take it for 100% value. Remember that meaning. Even if it's a rumor and only 5% of it is real, and it could affect you. If it could affect you, that rumor, then take it for 100% face value. That's what I would leave the video with. I'll stay up to you, come back to you and updating you with everything. This is interesting times, guys. Now it could take a little longer to drag out here for us, but it looks like it's catapulting over there across the lake for our fellow brothers and sisters over there. Much love, people. Again, happy Ramadan to all my brothers and sisters who are fasting. May your fast and be accepted, and all your good deeds be accepted and rewarded. With that being said, write down your comments in the comment section if you want any questions or anything. If you know any news, put them in the comment section as well. And bless the AB Investments family. Much love to you, AB Investments.